Sarah, how are you?
Good.
So today I'm going to kind of ask you a lot of questions. Some of these questions might seem a little strange or unusual. They might be a little uncomfortable. If at any moment while I'm asking you these questions you feel uncomfortable or you would like to take a break, just let me know. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Would you say that you're a nervous person?
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever experienced fear so intense that you thought you might have a heart attack, die, or that you couldn't get your breath?
Sometimes when I get really anxious.
Okay. Are there anything that you're afraid to do, any places you're afraid to go?
Sometimes when I'm driving, so I recently got into a car accident, I feel that I have flashbacks that I'm in the car, and so sometimes I feel scared to drive.
Okay, so do you find when you are feeling anxious, is it just when, excuse me, you're driving in general, or does it have to pertain to like the specific place where the accident took place?
No, I wouldn't say that it's a specific place. I would just say driving in general.
Okay. Are there any activities that you're afraid to do in public, like giving a presentation?
No.
Do you have a particular fear that causes you special trouble, like flying heights, injections, the sight of blood? No?
No, just the driving thing, but I'm not really scared to do it. I drive anyways, but I just have a little bit of anxiety of driving.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being very minimal levels of anxiety and 10 being extreme levels of anxiety where it impairs your driving, where do you think that you would fall?
Oh, I would say maybe like a 4.
A 4?
It doesn't really, I just have reoccurrent thoughts that it might happen.
Okay. Have you experienced a traumatic event that haunts you? It sounds like the car accident was an event that you had recently. How recent was that event?
It was about a year and a half ago.
Okay, so a year and a half. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you have kind of these recurrent thoughts while you're driving. Do you have any, and you said flashbacks as well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you find that these flashbacks are just specific to when you're driving? Do you have them maybe while you're sleeping?
I notice that I have dreams of the accident or me being in another vehicle that's not mine, that I have just driving in general and not having control.
Okay.
And hitting something.
Okay. So you are having some dreams about it. Do you find when you are in the car with other people, you just mentioned, not having the control, do you find that you get anxious when others are driving?
No.
No? Okay. And and so you mentioned that the accident and your driving hasn't caused you significant impairment. Can you kind of describe, if any at all, like sort of not being able to drive places or maybe getting rides from others because you're kind of afraid of driving?
I prefer to use like Uber or Lyft whenever I have a chance, just because I'd rather not drive.
Okay. Would you say you use those to avoid driving?
Yeah.
In relation to the accident or just in general?
I think just in general.
Okay.
I don't know if it has to do with the accident. I know that it increased more after the accident.
Okay.
Because I realized just how convenient it was when I didn't have a car for a little while. How convenient it was.
Okay. And could you just describe a little bit about the severity and the frequency of the flashbacks?
The flashbacks were really intense when the accident first happened.
Okay.
Now it being like a year and a half later, I'm still experiencing flashbacks probably like twice a week, three
Okay.
times a week, really, but when I'm driving.
Okay, more specifically, you notice them increasing as when you're driving.
But before, when the accident just happened, it was just like panic attacks from the accident.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to continue on. Thank you for that information. Would you describe yourself as being a worrywart who unnecessarily is anxious all the time about a lot of different things?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Have you ever had recurring thoughts that bad things will happen or repetitive behaviors that you feel driven to perform?
No.
Have you ever had symptoms of anxiety associated with a medical condition such as an overactive thyroid?
No.
Okay, and how would you describe your mood?
Fine, fairly happy, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had any unusual or strange experiences?
No.
Does your mind ever play tricks on you?
No. Not that. I mean, I feel like everybody's brain works differently, but not like unusual thoughts.
Okay. And how would you describe your memory?
Good.
Good? Okay. Is food or eating a problem for you?
No.
Would others say that food or eating is a problem for you? Are you having any problems dealing with stresses in your life?
No.
Have you had I already asked that. Have you had a big decline in your memory?
No.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about your use of drugs and alcohol.
I'm sober.
Okay. And have you ever had any thoughts about harming yourself?
No.
Have you ever had any thoughts about harming others?
No.
Do you have a way of doing things and relating to others that gets you into the same kind of mess over and over again?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions, and I look forward to kind of talking with you later.
Thank you.